a purple carpet in Riyadh, and a statement that dropped at the worst possible moment. Prince William has just landed for a 3-day Saudi tour, but what grabbed royal watchers wasn't the photo op. It was what Kensington Palace chose to say, hours before he even stepped off the jet. Saudi protocol doesn't do ordinary. Since 2021, official guests have been welcomed on a lavender-purple ceremonial carpet, picked to echo the kingdom's deserts in spring. When purple wildflowers and native plants create a natural carpet across the landscape. The edges are finished with traditional Sada patterns, a nod to Bedouin weaving. It's a soft flex, modern branding, deep heritage. And William walked straight into that symbolism as the cameras rolled. Because the timing was brutal. From Riyadh, a spokesperson for William and Catherine issued a rare joint line about the latest Epstein-related document releases. They're deeply concerned, and their thoughts remain with the victims. Careful wording, firm enough to be heard, controlled enough to avoid pouring fuel on a fire. But it also signals something else. The Waleses know this story won't fade on its own. And William isn't just juggling headlines. Human rights groups and families have publicly urged him to raise the cases of 2 young men in Saudi Arabia who, according to campaigners and UN experts, faced the death penalty for alleged offenses linked to events that happened when they were under 18. The message is blunt: you're meeting the Crown Prince. Will you speak up? That pressure won't appear in the official itinerary, but it follows every step. Meanwhile, Kate stays back in the UK with the children while school is in session, leaving William to carry the diplomatic weight solo. This trip was requested by the UK government, designed to reinforce close to a century of ties and keep the relationship moving on trade, energy, investment, and culture. Exactly the kind of work that rarely trends, unless the backdrop is controversy. His first major stop is the Riyadh at Turoif, a UNESCO World Heritage Site of striking Nadi mud brick architecture. Once the seat of the first Saudi state. It's the kind of place built to make history feel physical: fortress walls, courtyards, and the old palaces that once held power, including Silwa Palace. William is expected to meet Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman there for private talks and dinner. 2 future-defining figures, in a location designed to remind you how long authority can last. But the real question is what doesn't get said in those rooms. Then the tone pivots to the news: Saudi, story, sport, youth, tech. William's schedule includes meeting young people, seeing how sport is being used to build opportunity, and attending a major gaming or esports showcase. It's polished soft power, spotlight the future, keep the cameras on progress. But that wasn't the whole story. Because Al-Ula is where the trip turns quietly strategic. The region is famous for surreal rock formations and ancient heritage, but also for conservation and sustainable farming projects that are trying to restore native habitats. Rangers in protected areas like Sharan work to safeguard wildlife and reintroduce species, while other efforts focus on bringing back the critically endangered Arabian leopard. And down in the oasis, the story flips again: palm groves, farms, and a reminder that the desert can be engineered into green life. And that's why this visit feels different. 1 minute, William is welcomed with ritual on a purple carpet designed to tell a story. The next, he's carrying a statement about a scandal the monarchy can't fully control, while stepping into one of the most scrutinized diplomatic arenas on earth. So watch the details. The locations. The photo choices. The words he repeats, and the ones he avoids. Because when a trip begins with deep concern and ends in the desert, the headline isn't always what happens. Sometimes it's what the royal family is trying to survive next.